Hello, Insomnia! K-pop metal guy here. We got a lot to talk about. So, Dreamcatcher announced their Reason Makes 2023 World Tour starting in the United States, February 28th in Atlanta. It's kicking off. I'm so excited about it. International Insomnia, I know that you'll get your announcement soon. I just have faith in Dreamcatcher and everyone else that it's going to happen, so I wouldn't worry about that. But today, we're going to get some set lists made. We're going to talk about previous set lists they've had, what was on their last tour, and what I want to see them play this time around. So join me in this video, and let's break it down. So before I start, I just want to say I hope you all got your tickets. It was a mess dealing with Ticketmaster and dealing with Live Nation, and a lot of people had like tickets go up and then they went down. They had to sell your tickets and buy better tickets, and you just spend a lot of money. All the venues had different seating things. Like a lot of them had general admission in certain states, and the one I'm going to in Atlanta, the first date, is fully seated, but it's a theater. It normally doesn't have seats. They add seats so they can kind of sell more tickets for more money if you just send out a flat general admission ticket. When I went to Louisville last year, it was just general admission, and it was like $80, new, and I got tickets a little bit more expensive because I bought them after they went on sale, but it was about like $120, still not bad. I paid about $170 after fees for my seat. That's pretty close to the front, but it's still not, I think that 500 plus for like the very front of the stage is pretty steep, I mean, are Dreamcatcher worth it? Of course. I don't condemn anyone that spends that much money on a ticket. It's great. Go for it. I think it's too much money, personally, because you're not getting all you're getting is just the seat. There's no like included things. I know that Live Nation and Ticketmaster like to jack up prices and offer like a balcony thing that has like a VIP where it's like you get a private balcony with like a private bathroom and bar and food and all. It's like, I've done that once and I didn't pay for it, and it wasn't that great. I could have just not even dealt with that. So I would prefer just to be on the floor, have a great time. Like I paid $400 to see Blackpink in Atlanta, and I was like right next to the stage and the walk, the catwalk, and all that stuff. It was incredible. $400, and that also got me a sound check before the show, which was amazing. So like this, to me, paying $500 just for a front row seat at a venue that's a general admission venue normally, I don't like that. It's price gouging. I don't know who is in. I know it's not Dreamcatcher's fault or anything. It's these venues and Ticketmaster and Live Nation just controlling the market, and it sucks, and it makes us not want to go to shows. I saw so many people online like, oh, I'm not going because of the prices. And my thing is, if you love the group, go spend the money, see the group. Honestly, I don't. It's money I normally don't have, but these are why this is why I do it, and I have to go see Dreamcatcher, and I even changed plans around I had already set to go do this, and luckily it's on a day I don't have to ask off, so that's cool too. But yeah, today we are talking about set lists here specifically. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to go over, at first the set list I saw last year for the last US tour, and then kind of go over the stuff that I know that they're going to play and what they're not going to play, and then, stuff I hope they play, and stuff that I like really hope they play, and stuff that that they're going to play. So let's jump into it. So first off, we're going to start out with the set list that I saw. Perfect set list, by the way, for a first time Insomnia going to a Dreamcatcher show. And, I'd only listened to them like back last February is when I first heard them. Around that time, it was like January, February, sometime, winter time, 2022. Okay. And then in July 2022, right on my birthday, it was the day after my birthday, we went and saw Dreamcatcher in Louisville. And what a first show. So we're going to break it down here for you. They started off with Because. Incredible. Such a good song to start it. I love that song. And then they went into Red Sun, which is one of my favorite songs they have. Probably top 3 for me will be Red Sun. And that's when I kind of had the tears. Like I did when they came on, I was just kind of overwhelmed. But when Red Sun came on, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like already one of my favorite songs. Didn't expect them to play that one. But also, I kind of looked around Setlist from the previous time they played in the U.S., and they haven't played a lot of this stuff because of COVID. And then, they had their first tour in 2019, so a lot of the stuff I started listening to wasn't out yet. So that was crazy. They played Red Sun. Then they played Locked Inside a Door, which is one of my favorite tracks off of Save Us. It's awesome. Then Jazz Bar is a classic. I love that they played those back to back because they kind of complement each other. So it's cool how they came up with that, and I think they did that on purpose. Hello there, Taco. And then Always Can't Get You Out of My Head. Black or White's another great one, like a newer track. And Starlight I absolutely love. I think I fell in love with that song more after I saw it live, and then now it's on regular rotation, along with like probably every other song they do. But, Starlight is such a good song live, and it's a great fan interactive song. They play Tension, the English version they did in English, and they had everybody do the chorus and like the chants, and everybody was doing it. It was awesome. Break the Wall, of course, that's a staple. They always are going to play that. It's great. And then they finally played Maison, and Maison was great live. A lot better, I do love Maison. I love that was their first show win, like the champion win. So that's a special song for them to play, I think, and for Insomnia to hear live. We know that it meant a lot to them. They finally got a win, and that's like their winning track, so I always want to hear that, definitely. And then they played Odd Eye. Odd Eye was the first song I ever heard by Dreamcatcher. It's the song that got me into K-pop. It's where I started diving into everything else afterward. And I really got obsessed. And this is why I have this channel, and like why this is all there now is because of that song. So hearing that was so emotional. I remember talking to my friend, and I was like, I'm going to like need a moment. I'm going to like go up a little closer, and this is the one. He was like, have at it, dude. Have at it. And it was amazing. So of course, that's another track I want to hear, but we'll get into that. In the Frozen, Silent Night, Scream is awesome live. It's so good. Deja Vu, that's gonna make a tear up if you've never heard it live. It's amazing. Then Buka too was so good. It's such a I don't know. It goes hard. It's one of their it's probably their best like rap track for sure. It's very good. And then For Memory and Wake Up. Just a great set list. I mean, it's perfect in my opinion for a first time Insomnia. Now, with that being said, I noticed on some of the other dates they traded out Red Sun, and they would play Piri. Piri would have been so awesome live. So that's one on my list I want to see. Is Piri. And I think there might have been a couple other ones they switched out, but usually it was Red Sun. They would switch that out for Piri. I don't think they really switched it out with anything else. Sahara was one they added, and I think that was switched out maybe for Deja Vu or For Memory. It was one of those that they switched out for Sahara. So Sahara would be a cool one to see. Here's what I'm going to do now. So now that you have that first set list from the U.S. last year that I saw, because some of them are kind of different. They have other tracks, but most of it's basically that. We're going to go into what I call the no doubters. These are the ones they're definitely going to play. And if they don't, then I'm wrong. But these are the ones they almost always play and have been. And this is going up until now. Like their shows after the U.S. tour. They did, London. They did all the other stuff. They still play these tracks. So here we go. Number one is Wake Up, obviously. They're going to play that. I have no doubt that they won't. It's always an encore song. It's a great song. They'll play it. Mayday. They'll play that too. It's always their encore part of it with Wake Up, so they'll play that. Over the Sky, that's hit or miss, but they usually play it. Sometimes they don't, but they usually always play that along with Wake Up, Mayday. Over the Sky are always like on there, so I'm assuming they'll play it again at every other show. Buka, I think they'll play that. That's one of their big hits. Maison, obviously, they'll play that. Vision, they're definitely going to play that because they're still doing that. And then Silent Night, I think they'll play. Also, Scream, they'll play for sure. Break the Wall, they'll play for sure. And Odd Eye, I'd like to say they're going to play that more because they've only really just started playing that live. So I think they'll play that again for sure. Now what I want to do is get into the Probables. Now these are ones that I'm not sure they're going to play, but they should have these. At least these are ones they'll change out for another one. Like they'll play one or two of these, and they'll change out the same ones on other shows. So this is just my speculation here. But the first one, obviously, like I said, is Piri. I really want that one this time. Didn't get it last time. Would I want it instead of Red Sun? Because I saw it last time, yes. But I would love to have both, of course. Like, I can't. It would be so hard not to hear Red Sun again. But if I had to trade it out, I would do that this time just so I can get Piri this time. It'd be great. You and I. You and I is an older track. It's very like it's a hard ass song. It's good. It's rock. It's cool. So that's a really fast paced one. I'd love to see them play. Also, kind of like Piri, but You and I would be amazing live. So, and that's one I don't think they played in the U.S. Probably since their not the last U.S. tour, the one before that. So I don't know when the last time they played that was, but would love to see it. Chase Me. I mean, yeah, it's the 6th anniversary. Let's get Chase Me back in the rotation. I think the last time they played Chase Me was the Primavera show. I think that was the last time they played that. I don't recall them playing it on any of their Broken Halloween concert or anything like that. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know. That would just be great to add back into the set. I would love it. Full Moon. You get another fan song in the mix, that and Over the Sky, and obviously Reason they're going to play. I should have put that on the No Doubter because they are going to play Reason, but I just want to have 10. 10 feels better than 11 songs, But they'll play Reason for sure. That's definitely a No Doubter. But yeah, Full Moon, Over the Sky, and Reason would be so cool. They did all those fan songs. It'd be great. And Poison Love. Poison Love's the one they've been doing recently on more of their live streams and stuff like that. Would love to see Poison Love. That is like probably my favorite B-side by Dreamcatcher. I know it's a weird one, but I love that song so much, and it would be really cool to see them. And they've been playing it a lot recently, so hopefully they bring it to the U.S. Shows here. Now we're gonna get into another fun one here for Setlists, and that is the Would Shit Myself set list. the songs that would absolutely just destroy my soul in the best way possible and rebirth me into the world would be these songs if they busted one of these out. Or all of them, they won't. But at least one of these songs I would shit myself. First one would be Curse of the Spider. We may get that because they did it for the Broken Halloween. They did like the video for it where they're in costume, and then they have the VR that's called Curse of the Spider. So maybe we'll get Curse of the Spider. I have fingers crossed. Like, come on, Curse of the Spider would be so cool to see live. And I don't know if they've ever played it live. I really don't know if they have or not. I want to say they've done it. They did like a medley of it, like with Raid of Dream and all that, where they did that and a couple of the other ones. So maybe we will get it, or at least some kind of medley with it in there, where they do like 3 songs in a row and just like kind of split them all in between. I'd love to see the whole song though. It'd be great. Good Night. Good Night's one of my all-time favorites. It's probably their most like metal track they have. It's so fun, and it's really heavy. I want a lot of the rock stuff to be in here, a lot more of it, and I think it would be great. It would fit well with a lot of the other tracks. Diamond, my other favorite B-side. I would love to hear Diamond. That would be insane if they busted that one out. That's a really weird one. Don't know if they've ever played that one live. I think they have. They've played it, but I don't think in the U.S., so it would be really cool to see that. And then 5 would be Endless Night, which I think a lot of people that I was looking around like really want that one. Endless Night would be insane. It would be so cool. That's one I don't know if they've played either. So would love to hear Endless Night. That would be a crazy one. And then we're going to do honorable mentions, as if we need that. I think every other Dreamcatcher song I didn't list are honorable mentions because they're all great. But these are other ones that would just be nuts. And some of these are usually ones they've played before. So that's really the key with the honorable mentions. These are one that they've already played, but it would be cool if they played them again. So number 1 would be July 7th. That's an awesome one. I haven't seen it live, so I would love to see that. They've been playing it on and off, so maybe we'll get a chance to see that. Jazz Bar. I would love to hear that song again. It's a great song live, and I wouldn't be opposed to hearing it again, even if it's in place in one of the other ones. Would hate it, but would love it. I love that song, so... Fly High. Fly High is amazing. Like I would love to hear that one. That one, I don't know why it's on honorable mentions and not on Would Shit Myself or on like it should be, but I would love to hear it. It'd be great. It's such a high energy song. It's older. It'd be dope. Black or White. I'd love to hear that one again too. I think it's a really cool song, and a lot of these are just like, yeah, you've heard it, but I'd love to hear it again. It's a great song. So Black or White would be cool. Rose Blue. Man, I would also shit myself. That would make it on that list too. Rose Blue would be insane if they busted that song out. It would just be wild to me that they would play that. They've done it before. They've played it here and there. So it wouldn't, it's not like it would be the first time they've ever played it, but it would be cool. And then lastly would be Paradise, and I would double shit myself if they played Paradise. Love that song. I love Sion's vocals in it. So that would be great. That would be a really fun one to do. And now I'll take you through some of these other set lists here that, let's see. So we'll do the Primavera one, which I think is this one. No, this is from their so this is from their 2019 U.S. tour that they did. And we're going to run through some of these. So let me expand it here because I can't fucking see. They started out with Deer, which is insane. That's not it. Is that it? Is that the set list? I got a bunch of them pulled up here. All right, here we go. So they started out with Fly High. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And then they go on to Chase Me. Then they play Trust Me, It's Okay. And then there was No One Left, Wonderwall. They do a cover, and then they play What, and then Good Night. What would be another great song to hear live. That would be so cool. Saw people requesting that too. Good Night. Then they do a bunch more covers. They even do a Twice cover. That's rad. Then they play You and I, and then they played Peary. Like Good Night, You and I, Peary, like all three of them just like gauntleting you. Holy shit, that'd be wild. But of course, in place of these covers, I think they might do the solo stuff again. But I don't know. I don't know if they will. They might do covers and just do solo stuff. But now that they have solo tracks, they can do them. I just don't know if they'll change it up because they've done it so much already and in the U.S. So maybe we'll get something different this time, or they'll just do the solo stuff still. I'm all for like the no dot dance-offs. I think they're hysterical. I love watching them online. I love the one that I went to at Louisville because it was Handong, and it was like super viral. A lot of people loved that one out of all of them, and it was so fun to watch. it was great. So maybe we'll get something different. I think we'll probably get the same thing with like the solo stuff, but they might do covers this time. I don't know. So yeah, You and I, Peary. Then they do the Rate of Dream medley. So they do Deja Vu, Curse of the Spider, Silent Night, and Polaris. God, that would be incredible, dude. Like, oh, it'd be so. I would lose my absolute mind because I love Rate of Dream. And then it says they do Polaris, then Deja Vu. So I guess they actually did the songs, like the full ones, after the medley. And then they close with July 7th. So solid stuff, man. Solid stuff. And this is the Primavera set list. And I'm pretty sure this is the last time they played Chase Me. And they started out with Chase Me. They opened with it. As you've seen, I've watched the Primavera set like 100 times. Probably more than that. Chase Me, Peary, Break the Wall, Sahara, Silent Night, Buka, Mason, Tension, Wake Up, Mayday, Scream, and another one that I would love to hear is Airplane off Summer Holiday. That would be a cool one to hear too live. But yeah, you can't go wrong with any of their sets. I mean, you just can't. Like every song's gonna blow your mind. They're so fun to watch live. So really, yeah, you've heard my takes on it as far as what I really want to hear, what I think we're going to hear, and what I know we're going to hear. So what are your thoughts? Comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. What do you want to hear the most? What do you not want to hear maybe that you've heard already a bunch? Like maybe you're some insomnia that travel to like every show. I know some of those people. You're insane. You're awesome though. So yeah, what would you really want to hear that you maybe haven't heard yet, and maybe this is your first show. What song do you have to hear, or you'll be like really upset if you don't hear it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe below. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you all out there on the Reason Makes 2023 tour. Let's do this. Let's have a good time. And if you haven't got your tickets, a lot of places still have them. They're not sold out, and you're probably better off maybe waiting a little bit till they go down. But it's next month. It kicks off, so let's go. Very excited about it. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.